Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Sheeran is ready to play some games. Hello everyone, and welcome to Gigantophis Gaming. I hope you enjoy the video. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Gigantophis Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of Astraeos Season 4. Last we left off, we tamed this guy here, the Astraeos, which is basically a heavily inspired by Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. It's obviously not Toothless, and I picked one with really good colors. I love the black and the red. That does look cool. And we also got this Gigantophis here, which is also really cool. I do want to test him out on some creatures at some point. You know what? I might hold on to you just in case. Anyway, today I want to tame something special. I've got these cannon rocket things that I'm going to be using for one purpose, and some rocket launchers. I got 3 rocket launchers here. Today we're going to tame ourselves that Tyrannodominator. That's something I've always wanted to tame. It's one of those tames that you have to shoot with a cannon or something like that. I mean, unless we could use a trap. I don't know if it's a medium or a large trap that we need, and I can't move, so I'm going to have to place them both on the dragon for now. Yeah, I'm just going to place them both on the dragon. Alright, and obviously we're going to bring something like that we can shoot off the back of that's too big to be thrown off, because like that thing has a roar that has like a crazy knockback. So I'm gonna bring Suko. We're gonna bring Suko on this journey. See what he can do. Alright. We're gonna see if we can find ourselves a Tyrannodominator. I've seen them everywhere in the desert and in the volcano island. And yeah. If you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the episode. Alright. So, let's see if we can find any, Oh, why do I have the Bastion Beetle? Alright, whatever. What do we want? Tyrannodominator. There we go. Oh yeah, we can just fly. I forgot about that. We should probably refuel on water first. Let's replenish on some water first, and then we'll find this guy. Alright, so I will bring you guys back once I find a high enough level Tyrannodominator. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'd like to test this out. Maybe we could use the snake to knock out a Tyrannodominator. We'll try it on the first Tyrannodominator we see. It doesn't matter if it's a high level or not. And also, I'd like to try it on an Acro. Try the Hypnosis on an Acro. See if that will work. If not, then, you know, it's just for science purposes. That's really all that is. Science purposes. But we can definitely use that to knock out an Indominus if we wanted to. Or an Indoraptor. I would like to get another Indominus at some point. I remember that blue Indominus we got, Crystal. Yeah, she was a cool Indom. It's a shame that the game had to reset when my external hard drive malfunctioned. That was a shame. Alright, I'll bring you guys back once I find the first Tyrannodominator. Or an Acro. So either way we can... Whoa. Is that a... Oh, that's just a Diamantinosaur. I know there's like a Paleo Bronto coming into the game. And I would like to tame one of those when it comes out. I think it's just a regular knockout tame for now, but Up From the Depths does plan to add like a special kind of taming method to it. Why does every creature have to have a special way of taming it? Why can't it just be shoot it with arrows and just knock it out? That simple, you know? Alright, let's see if we can find a Tyrannodominator or an Acro. If we happen to find an Acro on the way, there's one right here. What level are you, sir? 50, alright. This one we're not gonna tame. I'm just gonna test this guy out. Alright, buddy, I'm not ready. I need to place the snake down. I just want to test him out real quick. Yeah, this is just for science purposes, but can I hypnotize you with the snake? That's the question. Alright, we need to find a place to put a trap. I think the medium trap will do just fine with this. I don't think we need the large trap. I think large trap is for, like, gigas, karchas, indoms. You know, stuff like that. But I think a Tyrannodominator will fit just fine in the medium. I don't know what your aggro range is like. Alright, can you land, first of all? Thank you. Alright, I don't know what this thing's aggro range is. Alright, we're gonna try to trap it. And see what happens. We're gonna activate the trap. I'm gonna put you on passive. Hey, buddy. You wanna come over here? I'm just gonna roar. Yep, there's the roar. Now, this is just a test. Come here, buddy. Oh, there's the rocks. Ouch. Did that just activate the trap? Damn it. He used his tail swipe against me. And that just, like, set off the trap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open it. Oh, my God. That's why you come prepared. Alright, he's still chasing me. I need him to lose interest. And the Tyrannodominator died. You know what? It doesn't even matter if I kill you anymore, because it died. Alright, let's pick up the trap. Let's see if we can find another one, I guess. Alright, luckily there seems to be plenty in this area. Nope, fly. Thank you. Alright, there's one right here. What level are you? 100. Alright. Another thing we can use to test this out on. Yeah. Yeah, the other one died. We accidentally killed it when we were trying to kill the stego. Let's kill everything in the area. Alright, there's a relatively flat area. I think this is where we tamed the... What's it called? The Pyroraptor, I think. Alright, now, we need to activate the trap. Alright, the medium trap is still in your inventory. I'll think of a name for you at some point. Alright, medium. No, medium. There we go. Now, we need to bait this guy into the trap. Let's activate that. Hey. Hey, buddy. Hey, come here, boy. He's doing a roar. Okay. He might do a tail swipe. And that kind of blocked him. Okay. Come on. Come on, buddy. In the trap you go. Do another tail swipe. Don't do a tail swipe. Damn it! He's just doing nothing but tail swipes and roars. Come on. And he's going around the trap. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna see if the snake can do it. Screw it. I'm just gonna see right here. Won't be able to get the trap out. Alright. Let's go into our... we got the large trap here. The medium trap we won't be able to... Alright, let's uncoil for a minute. Yeah, I just want to test this out. See if it'll work. Alright, let's coil up. And let's hypnotize. Gigantophis might be protected from... Alright, we can just tank him. There's so much going on. Jesus Christ, dude. But it looks like we can hypnotize him. I'm just doing this as a test to see what happens. Oh... We're knocking him out. We're knocking him out. Alright, can this Pyromane just piss off? And it died. It died. Damn it! But it gave me the indication that I can knock it out. I'm down to half health. I'm down to half health. I need to put myself out. Alright, well, at least we know it can be done. I think that would be a lot easier than just knocking it out with the rocket launcher. Alright, so yeah, that brought us down to half health. So yeah, let's just maybe switch back to the dragon. It'll be good to go. The Tyrannodominator died because there was too much going on. But at least we know. At least we know that it can be done. Ooh, there is an acro here, a 140. I would like to test out the Gigantophis to see if it can take out an acro. I would love to test it out. Let's just do that side mission for a second, because I just want to test that out. This is just a test. If it can't, that's fine. Alright. Alright, we're hypnotizing them. We're hypnotizing them. That's good. If we're able to do this, this will be a lot easier. If we can do this... Oh my god. Alright, we're hypnotizing. Oh, yep, it's possible. We can knock out an acro with a Gigantophis. Okay, this changes everything. And he's down. Alright, let me just go ahead and maybe... I did not bring kibble. I knew I was forgetting something. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back to base and get the kibble. Alright, well, anyway, at least we could do it. It's possible. Alright, I'll bring you guys back once we get the kibble. And there we have it. We just tamed an acro with the Gigantophis. How awesome is that? Alright, let me just put this away. Bring the dragon back. Alright, I'll bring you guys back once we found another high-level Tyrannodominator. Here we go. We finally found the one we're looking for. A 145... What is it? Female. Alright, cool. A 145 female, which means the next one we gotta find is a male. Just gonna kill this Cerato real quick. Alright, let's get the Gigantophis out, now that we know we can... Oh, you had a friend! Of course you had a friend! There we go. Any more friends I should know about? Let's recoil up. Hypnotize. Let's go. And it's good he can't throw us back while we're hypnotizing him. This is awesome. I am taming everything with the Gigantophis from now on. Alright, he's gonna do a tail swipe. A roar. Okay. Alright, and I guess as long as we're aiming at him, we should be good. Alright. Obviously, for, like, the Indominus and the Indoraptor, we are going to use a trap to do it, because the Indoraptor can dismount you, the Indom can do a fear roar. Alright. And down she goes. Awesome. Alright, can I get out? No. Alright, Snake... Stay on passive. And how much kibble do you want? Just the one. Okay. I made all those arrows for absolutely no reason. Or all those cannons for absolutely no reason whatsoever. This guy is absolutely amazing. You know what? I have an idea for the screenshot. I will bring you guys back once this first one's tamed. I'll see you guys in a little bit. And there we have it. Our first Tyrannodominator has been tamed. And I cannot catch you for whatever reason. There we go. I had to aim at the legs for whatever reason. Alright, let's switch over to the dragon dude. I'll save the cannons for, like, a better use. Alright. Let's put the snake away. Alright, I might just have you hold on to the trap dragon. Alright, let's see if we can find a high-level male to go with this female. Here we go. That did not take long at all. A max-level male. Alright, there's a Tyrannodominatior in the area. Let me just go ahead and get rid of this guy real quick. Just killing everything in the area. Alright, dragon, I'm actually going to have you hold on to the cage stuff. There we go. Max level male. That did not take long at all. Alright, this is where the snake comes in. Of course, there's a Daemonus there as well. Let's uncoil. Wait there. You wait here. I'm gonna deal with this. Let the hypnosis begin. I can bite my time. We'll be able to do this. Alright, 32 points into health seems pretty decent. 15 into melee is not that great. I wasn't paying attention to the female stats. Ouch. But yeah, it did not take long at all to find this guy. Let's go. This snake is the MVP, I'm telling you. MVP. We need names for this snake. You know what? Maybe we can get an imprinted snake. And he's down. Awesome. Let's put the kibble inside of you. You're going to take just the one. Awesome. I'm going to put that into your inventory. And I will bring you guys back when the male is fully tamed. I'll see you guys in a little bit. And there we have it. Male Tyrannodominator has been tamed. Alright, can I put you in a Pokeball? Damn it. Alright, first of all, let's put you in. Alright, that worked. Alright, I did it by hand. So that worked. Alright. We are getting a little hungry, so let's eat. I should have some cooked meat back at home from the Pyroraptor. Alright, we got our Tyrannodominators, and we're also able to knock out Astraeos with this thing. With the Gigantophis. This guy is pretty awesome. Maybe I'll see if I can find a high-level male. Maybe tame it on my spare time. And then see if we can tame it. Ooh, I would love to tame one of these again. The Ledu Mahadi. Those things are really cool. One of my favorite tames in the whole world. Alright. I will bring you guys back. Once we're back at base, we'll test them out, see how they are, and I will see you guys in a little bit. And we're back at base with our new Tyrannodominators. And we didn't even need to use the ammo we made or the rocket launchers to use them. All we needed was a snake. Alright, Tyrannodominator. Maybe we'll test one of them out. Alright, let's see. Tyrannodominator. Let's look at the female first. 32 into health, 36 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 40 into weight, 29 into melee. Not the greatest. Had terrible melee, and its health wasn't really much better. And the male. 39 into health, 33 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 42 into weight, 33 into melee. They're not the greatest, but they're not the worst either. And we are back. And our new Tyrannodominator can jump, apparently. And our new Tyrannodominator has been fully equipped with armor and whatever. It's not the imprinted version. This is the male that we tamed up. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Alright, we got a Flovis here. We can do 321 damage with the right click. Or with the left click, I should say. The right click's the roar. That does 229 damage. Of course, I had to pick a fight with a Flovis. Does C do anything? Oh, C's the slash. 114. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay, look at it. We've got all this armor, which is awesome. And apparently we can jump with spacebar. That's awesome. Alright. X is the cosmetic roar. Let's see what that can do. Alright, that's just a regular roar. A seismic tail attack with the left control. Oh, that's the rocks. I see. And we just hit something. We hit something. Don't know what I hit. Oh, we can use this pretty rapidly. 111. Okay. That's pretty awesome. Look at that. Yeah, the jump is a little delayed, I will say. But you know what? It's fine. Alright, I'm just waiting for this guy to be fully grown. 55%. Alright, so he's about halfway there. We'll see what an imprinted version can do. That's kind of the next goal. I want to get an imprinted version. Oh, we really get some distance when we jump. Wait, can I shoot off the back of you? I cannot. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Alright, so I will bring you guys back when the, this one here is fully imprinted and ready to go, and we'll take that one out for a spin. Oh, hello! That's the new Bronto. That's awesome. Yo, let me just look at that guy real quick. I think I know what we're taming next episode. This guy here. Looks like that Hatzagopteryx. It's fighting a Hatzagopteryx. Alright, can I just see if we can kill this guy without killing the Bronto? How about a helmet? Alright, there we go. That's the Hatzagopteryx dead. Alright, so I know what we're taming next episode. We're taming that Bronto. Next episode. The Paleo Bronto. That looks cool. Are you aggro to me? Yeah, I'd rather you not be aggro to me. Hold on. If I get rid of the dragon, because I know he's probably aggro to the dragon, he'll calm down, right? Surely? Alright. Anyways, we got our imprinted Tyrannodominator. Alright, so let's get the saddle going and see what you're up to. Alright. Here is our imprinted. This guy had a mutation into weight, I do believe. Alright, so our last one was doing about 300 damage with the bite. What are you doing with the bite? 481. And then the roar does about 344. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty strong. 172 was the claw. And then 171 with the rock attack. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think we're just better off doing the bite, if I'm going to be honest with you. And we start with how much health? 14,000. Yeah, we don't have the greatest health, but you know what? It's fine. Alright. Let's level you up. See what you're all about. Alright. So let's maybe get you up to, say, I don't know, 40k health for now. You know, 50k. 50k, and then just put the rest into melee. I think 50k is good enough for right now. Let's see how much damage we do now. We went from doing 481 damage to 600 even. And we just killed it with our roar. We just killed a Carno by yelling at it. That's awesome. We got an Arthroplurus saddle and what appears to be leech blood. Cool, cool. And then the claw attack does 214. Yeah, the claw attack isn't really that good. You're better off just doing a bite. And then the control, 213. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, let's bring this guy back home. We do a lot of damage. Alright, not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed with this guy. I'm impressed with the Tyrannodominator. I'm actually going to put you over here. Alright, we are getting some frame rates. It is getting a bit crowded in here. Oh, and also I got the 3 artifacts that we got during the previous save. Yeah, I just spawned them in because, you know, I already got them. No point in doing those caves again. But yeah, with that, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.